Hey, hey! Welcome to Chatting with C. Hope you are having a good week thus far. Um, yeah, my week's been going pretty good, actually. I cannot complain. Couple bumps in the road, but it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Yeah, it is. Just grateful for the things that are unfolding. Thankful for the things that I can see. Oh my goodness, it's really exciting stuff happening right now. And I don't know how it all is going to translate and what it all is going to look like. But I am definitely grateful to be on the journey, to be a part of it, to be seeing it, to be experiencing it, to starting to understand things. Yeah, definitely. So I hope you are having a good week and finding some things to be grateful for as well, because there is always something. Even in the midst of everything, there is always something. So I just wanted to do a quick video to follow up on the gratitude video that I did earlier. I got a message or a question from someone who was watching the video, and I decided to respond via video because it was a good question, and it may be something that somebody else has as well. And also, it was kind of asking me my own personal opinion, which I love to share. So I wanted to just do a follow-up video and answer my subscriber, thank you for subscribing and watching, message, and hopefully it kind of brings a little bit of clarity. Now, you guys know I don't edit my videos. I do not practice them or anything. I literally sit in front of my camera and I start talking, and then I literally post it. That's it. I don't rewatch them. Maybe like in a couple months, a couple weeks, I'll clean the house and listen and to see what I did say. But for the most part, I don't edit or anything. So I may repeat myself as far as what's in the other video, but they all go together. So there's that. Okay, so the question was, I'm watching the gratitude video and I'm wondering, since we talk manifesting and speaking life into things and the such, do you feel like being grateful for the bumps in the road and the BS along the way will in turn translate to the universe like, oh, okay, more of these lessons then? Which is a good question, right? Because law of attraction says what you put out, you will get back. So, two-parted answer. Do I think that the universe will give you more BS? if, yes, I do. Law of attraction. Yes. On the flip of that, though, when it comes to gratitude, do I think the universe is going to give you more BS? No. Yes, I know, but no. So when I was talking about gratitude and like being really thankful as far as your journey and as far as like all the bumps in the road, I think maybe I missed a part, and I think it's really important to note that feelings are energy. It's our feelings, it's our mindset, it's the energy that we are giving to situations that changes the course, or that keeps us on course, or that continues to attract the stuff we don't want. It's the feeling. It's the feeling you're getting. So if I am, being grateful, and then I'm being grateful for right now, the end goal, like I did it. I hit this mark. Yes, I'm so grateful that I accomplished this goal. I'm so grateful. Oh my God, I did it. If like there is energy in that, right? Like you're happy, you're positive. What the universe feels is, oh, okay, she likes this feeling. This is a good feeling. I want to give her more situations that give her that feeling. So now when you're trying to do something else and you're excited and you're happy, the universe is like, oh yeah, this is the feelings. When she's feeling this way, I can give this type of stuff to her, right? If that makes sense. It's the same when you're looking back over the course of your life and you're looking at the process that got you somewhere, like all the bumps in the road, the negatives. It's okay to feel frustration. It's okay to feel angry, irritated, to feel hurt, to feel sad. It's okay, embarrassed. It's okay to feel those feelings, right? When you're in the situation, that's what we feel. That's okay. The thing is, you can't stay there like and dwell in that and get stuck in that, because now you're in it, and the energy that you have inside of a situation that's not going well is the energy you're putting out. And so the universe will take that and be like, oh, this is the feeling I'm getting from her, or every day, over and over, whether it's current situation or you're looking back on something. I'm getting this negative feeling from her. I'm getting this sad energy. I'm getting this, woe is me. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, I'm so angry. You're getting that energy. That's what you're giving out. That's what the universe is getting from you. And it will say, oh, okay, she likes situations that have this feeling. Like, this is a feeling that she's having for like months, every day. I just keep giving her more stuff that gives her that feeling, because that's where she is. That's where she wants to be. So, yes, I do think as far as manifesting and law of attraction, you will attract what you put out, because it's the energy, it's the feeling, it's the emotion behind the scenes that you're putting out that's being returned back to you. In that, it is manifesting itself in the physical world for you to see. That is actually hitting the goals. That is actually getting what you want in life. That's the whole thing. So, looking back over your life can be painful. It can be very hard to let the past go, because in our past, there's so many things that happen that we are trying to understand, that we want closure from, that we expect people to have woken up and decided, you know what? I really did you wrong. I owe you an apology. Thinking back about 10 years, right? Like, and then we're expecting them to have this whole like, oh my, right? And sometimes we get an apology from people and you're like, oh my God, okay, great. And you're expecting this to turn into, it's not, that's all it is. It's closure for you to move on, for you to let go of the things that are holding you to those situations. It's the feeling. The situation is done. It's over. Like, you cannot go back and change any part of your past. You cannot. The only thing you can do is change your mindset and how you look at the situations. Change the amount of energy that you're giving to those past situations. They exist only in your mind. And obviously in the minds of the people who were there, if somebody was with you in it. But for some of the people, my memory, some days I'm like, what? You have to like really walk me through the whole scenario for me to remember what we did 20 years ago. Like, seriously, because I just don't sit and think about all that stuff. There was a point in my life where I did think about like the past, or, oh my God. Every time I did something, I was like, oh God, like all the time. You have to release the energy that's attached. You have to say, you know what? That happened. It was fucked up. That was some fucked up shit that happened. But you know what? I survived it. In that, I met this person. In that, I got that job. I took this trip. I went to that conference. I learned about this. Even in the midst of something that happened that was negative, there was something positive in there. There was a lesson that you got. That's what you focus on. The mindset is to focus on the positives of what you can and to let the rest go. There's no sense in sitting and continuing to dwell on the past, trying to figure out, if I would have did this, then this would have happened. Yes, if you would have made a different choice, then yes, something different probably would have happened. And sometimes that's not better than what happened. Every time we make a choice, like, oh, I'm going to do this because it's going to do this and this. Cool. So that makes sense to me. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make that choice because it's going to do this. Okay, so I make the choice and it does do that. And then on the flip of that, something else comes with it that you didn't see, that you didn't know about, that you cannot possibly be able to control or know to do, or know is coming, or know how to handle. And it's all based on the choice you made here that was going to get you this. And on the flip of that, something else happens. I can't go back and be like, well, I shouldn't have made that choice. I mean, I can, or I can be like, oh, okay, well, shoot, okay, I didn't know that was going to happen if I did that, but I did manage, by the choice, I did manage to get this, which is what I wanted. On top of that, a lesson came. On top of that, another blessing came. On top of that, a challenge came that's actually challenging me to go further. Like, I thought the end goal was just this right here, but now that this has popped up on the other side of it, it's a challenge to push me further. It's for me to see something. It's to help me grow. It's to help me get to something that I want that's in the future. Like, if I get this today and it's going great and it's awesome and I'm like, yes, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden a challenge comes and I'm like, what in the world? Like, I thought this was over and done with. Sometimes it's a repeat of something to see if you really got it, to see if you really catching it. Sometimes it's because I need you to go through this because you said that you want this in the future. You want something else in the future. And in order for me to line that up for you, I need you to do this here now. So yes, you got this, but now here's this. Well, that doesn't make sense. I just forget it. I don't want to do any of this anymore. Then forget. That's where a lot of people stop and lose it, is because, well, I already got this. I'm done. I'm good. It's just like getting a job. I'm going to make a choice and I'm going to take this job. Cool. I got the job. I'm doing the work I want to do, all the things, right? It's cool. It's going great. It's awesome. Money straight. I'm cool. No big deal. Really want to buy a house in the next couple of years. Really want to drive that Range Rover. Like, whatever it is. Okay. Really want to go to Africa in 3 years. Whatever. Like, let's just say it's a long-term goal that you're looking for. Really want to. So you got this job and it's going well. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, you know what? This isn't working. We want to let you go. You wasn't expecting that. Now you could go and be like, oh, I would have never took that job if I'd have known they was going to let me go in 6 months. I'm trying to buy this car. I'm trying to buy this house, right? Well, yeah, that's a goal. Yeah, you hit it. You got it. It was good. It did everything it was supposed to. But in order for you to get that house in a couple years or next year or whatever it is, I need you to not be just satisfied right here. You got to go a little bit further. So yes, this is a challenge. Yes, this is something. Maybe it's to show you money. Maybe it's to show you credit. Maybe it's to show you a different area. Whatever's inside of this is meant, let's say, for that house. So now you get another job, let's say, and it's paying more, it's close, it's all of these things later. And you're like, oh, that's why I had to go to okay. It's being able to change the mindset as you're going through things and to trust the process. When people say trust the process, this is what they're talking about in manifesting and law of attraction and goals and all in gratitude. Trusting the journey, trusting the process, being grateful for it, getting what you can out of it, seeing it. That's the whole point. Like, it's trusting and believing and being okay with the unknown, right? Like, if we knew everything, life would be predictable. And some of us like predictable, right? Like, I would just rather know what's coming so I can prepare, so that I can just be, ready to go. Nothing wrong with that. However, that's not life. Life is an adventure. It is a journey. And if you actually change how you deal with life and see life, you will see the adventure in it. You will see that it is a journey. You will find then different things to be grateful for. It'll be easier to have that internal gratitude. It'll be easier to look back over your past and be like, them was wild times. Glad I had them. Glad I'm not that person anymore either. Glad that this and this and this didn't happen. That could have happened, even though that was some weird stuff. That could have been a whole lot worse, right? Like, ooh, dodge that bullet. Can't believe I was friends with them and they did that to me. Oof. But we did take that trip and it was so good. Oh my God, we had a good time on that vacation. I'd never actually been there before. Maybe I'll go back. And let it go. There's no negative emotion to it. There's no like, oh, so happy. Like, you don't have to be so like happy. You don't have to have this, like, it's not this black and white. It's not one spectrum or the other. You can look at a situation and not have negative towards it, not have positive. It's just what happened. It's just like, okay, That is how you break the old mindset. That's how you start to change your perspective. That's how you start to see things differently. That's how the universe will start to respond to you differently. If everything you see is negative, is bad, is horrible, is stressful, is oh my god, like you just if that's all you feel in every situation, that is what you're going to continue to attract. Situations that give you that feeling. Because you're telling the universe, this is what I like. This is where I'm at. This is who I am. Like everything's a problem. Because that's all you're going to ever see is a problem. All you're ever going to see is, oh, I knew you was going to do that. I knew this was going to turn out that way. Oh, I knew this. I knew that. See, this is why I don't. Yeah, the universe is going to keep giving you stuff. It's just getting harder and harder. We make life harder on ourselves. We make life harder on ourselves. Sometimes we really do. And it's not just like by the choices we make. It's really the energy. It's really trying to control and trying all this stuff. You have to learn to relax, go with the flow, find the things that bring you joy to change your life. Seriously. The society will tell us it's money. Everybody's placing all this value on money and material things. And, oh, these people got this, so I deal with them. And then, like, I deal with you because you like cool, but you don't really have that. Like, all of this financial and all this stuff. Yes, finances matter. Yes, it takes money to live, right? Like, it takes a certain amount to live in the United States. The rent is high. We're paying, like, everything, right? And that's a choice we make. That is a choice that we as people who live in America make, okay? We understand how expensive it is. We understand all of the things about it. And we choose to stay here and figure out how to make it work best for us. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're making that choice. There is somebody else who said, screw this, that I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go find somewhere else to go because there's got to be something else in the world. And now they have moved on. I see a lot of videos on Instagram where people are living in like different countries and they're telling us now like they don't do credit checks, they don't do this, they don't do that, like this is here, this food is this is that, and it's like they have made a choice. We always have a choice. We always have choices. A lot of us will stay where we are comfortable doing the same exact things and then figuring out this is not working, this is horrible, this is awful. You can keep doing the same exact things. And then you can change how you see things and do things. Or you can change the whole scenario altogether and move out of the country, right? Like, we always have a choice in everything. But how we see things and how we're perceiving things is going to be the catalyst between a very hard life and a life that has more flow. A life that makes more sense. A life that actually gives us the joy and fulfillment. It's all connected. And every single thing that we do starts with us. Everything starts internally. Everything. How you see the world, how you see other people, how you love other people, the work you want to do, the purpose, manifesting, gratitude, a law of attraction, everything starts inside. And I am going to do a video on that because, oh my goodness, it all starts with you. And once you train your mind to see things differently, then as things are coming, you're like, oh my God, oh, you're seeing it. Like your mind picks up on it. And eventually it just does it on its own. It literally, because now that's how you process things. Stuff happens to me all the time. And I have literally trained my mind over the last 5 years, I would say, really 5 years, to see things from a totally different perspective. Like I've always been pretty positive. I've always been able to see two sides of stuff. That's just me. But now when stuff is happening, Yes, I get upset. Yes, I get frustrated. Yes, all of the things. Yes, something can happen and I will lose my mind in like 5 seconds. And then in the next 15 seconds, or maybe the next day, I'm like, okay, that's for a reason. Okay, something's coming out of that. Oh, okay, relax. It's okay. Like, I talk to myself like that, and I literally, and as things are happening, my brain will just be like, okay, that's going to mean something. I don't give it too much more of anything. I let things unfold. And it makes life so much easier because I'm not trying to control it. I'm not trying to manage everything. Just like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm just going to observe. I did a video on that before. What's going on? I'm going to observe my own emotions, my own feelings about it. I'm just going to let it do what it does. It makes life easier. It makes it easier to find things to be grateful for. It makes it easier to manifest things that will actually show in the physical so that you can see, oh, this is working. Like, it's energy. It's the feeling that you're giving to those past situations, to the current situations. It's the energy, the feelings that you're giving that are going to keep giving you those, or that are going to keep you stuck there, or that's going to propel you to another, like a whole nother realm of life. You want to give positive, open feelings, just, chill feelings. It will shoot you this way. If you want to stay stuck and you want to stay continuing, then that is your negative. That's all your, oh, woe is me. I could have did this. This person should have did that. Everybody's in their own journey. They should have treated you better. They should have. They should not have done that to you. You are right. I should not have allowed that type of stuff around me. That is fact too. It happened though. I've learned from it. Now I bet you now you won't pull that with me. The first time you got to go, right? Like, we learn those things. That's how we're able to set boundaries to protect our peace and to protect ourselves. That's how we start to learn how to really love ourselves. Like, what you push through there and then it gets easier. So that's my response. I did not mean for the video to go this long at all. But once I get talking, I tell you. So I did see this on Instagram that I will share with you right now before I end the video, because I think it goes with exactly everything I was saying and the question that was asked. It's an attitude of gratitude. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude, but gratitude that brings us happiness. Happiness isn't about having the perfect circumstances or the newest achievements. It's about your mindset. Research shows that practicing gratitude rewires your brain, making you more resilient, optimistic, and content. When you focus on what's good in your life, no matter how small, you train your mind to see abundance rather than lack. If you let circumstances determine your happiness, you'll find yourself constantly chasing, only to never be satisfied. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you find joy in the present moment. Happiness is not a destination. It's a practice, and gratitude is the path that leads you there. I hope that makes sense. Yes, so there's the response to that. Any other ones, feel free to send them over. Have a great and awesome